Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And did you have one of the billion computers that were affected by this CrowdStrike gaffe? Wow, it caused major delays globally at airports. Check this out, even a boarding pass was being issued handwritten. And some less serious but curious issues like some people not being able to open their refrigerator. And from the official KitKat account on X, they were very clever with this. Looks like your computer is taking this time to have a break, and so should you. A KitKat, anyone? All right, and back to some serious business, the market prices. It's looking very good. Bitcoin is playing with 67,000, while XRP and Doge in the top 20 by market cap are up with a 5 and 6% respectively. Only Tron and Leo in the top 50 are basically flat. Okay, so I understand now loud and clear when I laughed about the stereotypes of this red and blue or Republican versus Democrats graphic. I heard I was so wrong. Yeah, I found it silly, but there were more than 100 comments that looked like this. The poster is spot on, and the Democrat versus Republican graphic is on point, and it was surprising how accurate it is. Along with the chart is a lot closer to truth than I think, and the depictions are true. It went on and on. Well, I must be out of touch. And it's possible, but boy, do I dislike stereotypes. I eat sushi, I drink Starbucks, I love fried chicken, and I listen to country music. I have an iPhone, I work on a Windows computer, so I guess I'm just all over the board. Just a couple of updates before I dive into what I really want to talk about in this video. And Tyler Winklevoss donated $500,000 to John Deaton's campaign. It's fantastic. It is going to help him remove Elizabeth Warren from her position where she represents the anti-crypto army. You want to know this little detail? Watch for more Euro stablecoins. I imagine Ripple and others will likely issue a Euro stablecoin because Mika introduced a cap on stablecoins not tied to official EU currency. So, for example, US dollar pegged stablecoins would have a cap when exchanged. Limits set at 1 million transactions per day or Euro 200 million trading volume per day. That's not a whole lot of volume when you're talking about stablecoins. This was a big surprise. Ryan Selkis, who is the founder of Messari, says that his rhetoric put his team in harm's way, so he has resigned. On X, Ryan has just gone full bore with the political statements. And so I think he feels he needs to remove himself from being a representative of a company because, gosh, I'll tell you, it's really emotionally charged. He posted, "Send me pics of the IPA you're drinking tonight in honor of the leftist temporary victory over him, and he would rate them." Well, I sent him a pic of my favorite IPA from Japan. And as a former Oregonian, yeah, I lived in that state for a while, and it is hands down the world's best location for IPAs. And I think a lot of it has to do with the number one hop producer. But if you do come to Japan, you like IPAs, Nagahama is what you want to try. It stands shoulder to shoulder with those fantastic West Coast IPAs. Yeah, that's a little bit of fluff for you. Okay, but let's really now get into what I want to talk about with this video. There's a conversation between two OGs, and I'm talking real OGs. I hear that term used for people who've been around for a couple of years, but these guys, Jungle Inc. and Mickey B. Fresh, they've been active in crypto since 2018. These guys always have strong opinions, and I like that a lot. Jungle, in this particular post, says that he disagrees with the notion that Ripple's decision to spend 1.4 billion in a cash to buy back stock is bullish or indicative of preparation for a major event like an IPO. In the aftermath of the SEC lawsuit, Ripple likely faced substantial legal exposure to some of the large institutional investors, having been found liable for unregistered security offerings in the recent court case. It is probable that Ripple is merely cashing out investors who could represent significant legal challenges post-lawsuit. This move is neither inherently good nor bad, but rather a prudent strategy to mitigate potential future legal issues. It's an interesting thought. But let me just show you here what Mickey B. Fresh weighs in on. He says, I agree, no chance Ripple does a legacy IPO, but for different reasons. Brad Garlinghouse said their priority is shareholder liquidity, not going public. Ripple is preparing to tokenize or digitally issue their private equity onto XRPL and or the EVM sidechain. Now, I have not seen that. I don't know where he got that info or if it's speculation, but that is interesting. So then he continues, does this community not realize how bad of a contradiction it would be to do a legacy IPO when Ripple just announced their strategy for their roadmap and vision for RWA, that would be real world asset tokenization, and institutional DeFi on XRPL? You don't have to have a full understanding of how Ripple uses the XRP and are stuck on this selling XRP in their business model, which is not the case. RLUSD, which is sometimes called Real USD, that stands for the Ripple Labs USD stablecoin, he says will bring in some set revenue, and they make the lion's share of their profits from licensing and selling proprietary software. And I don't know if you've had a chance to go through this article yet. This was Building the Future of Financial Infrastructure with Blockchain and Digital Assets by Monica Long. It was published yesterday. It's really a good read. The article highlights the adaptation to evolving market dynamics and regulatory environments. So it provides a clear view of Ripple's strategic positioning and its unwavering commitment to continuously enhancing its ecosystem and product suite. The goal remains steadfast: to evolve with the ambition to be the number one digital asset infrastructure provider for the financial services. So how might they get there? Well, something that wasn't mentioned, but I'd like to visit, and I did in this post, is the recent buyback of shares planned for every 6 months. This might also help Ripple secure that number one position. Yes, the buyback provides early investor exits. It also is a benefit to the employees who hold company stock as a part of their compensation package. It also signals confidence in the market, improves key financial metrics, utilizes cash effectively, counteracts the dilution, prepares for a possible IPO. Yes, it bolsters that valuation. It increases the demand with a smaller supply, and prepare for future strategic moves, acquisitions, and or mergers. This is where it gets interesting and why I enjoy following this company. It's never boring. To be number one in services, we might see Ripple use those shares to take a major stake in a complementary company, for example, or even acquire with a stock-for-stock transaction with companies. Could be a reg tech company like Chainalysis, or they might look at a payment gateway, could be even a cross-chain technology firm. There's the tokenization service providers, there's blockchain analytics firms, and there's the KYC AML services, institutional trading platforms, DeFi platforms. There's a lot that they could do to get to that number one and really dominate those financial services. Or buying back shares can also make Ripple, the company, more attractive to be acquired. So, what do you think? Who would be interested in acquiring Ripple? And to take you out on this video is Moonchaser. This is a sneak peek on a post that's going to go out next Tuesday. She's opening the kimono just a little bit more to tell you about these services from Onami Press. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Imagine receiving a special reward every time you engage with an announcement that we call a dynamic release. Welcome to Onami Press, where announcers can attach goodies to their announcements. Goodies are freebies that will enhance your experience on the platform. These goodies could be anything of value, from free music files and coupons to exclusive digital collectibles and early bird specials. Picture getting premium software trial, private podcast access, and even virtual meeting opportunities. The rewards are only limited to the announcer's imagination. When you receive a goodie, you have 4 exciting options. You can mint and enjoy it immediately, relishing the exclusive content or perks. If it's not your cup of tea, head to the Onami Marketplace, where you can sell, gift, or swap it for something you'd prefer. Imagine minting a Starbucks coffee coupon, but instead of using it, you decide to gift it to a loved one. Onami Press goodies transform every announcement into an opportunity to gain something valuable and enjoyable. Whether it's a free sample, a high-resolution image, merchandise, or access to a special event, the possibilities are endless. Dive into the world of Onami Press and discover the joy of receiving, sharing, swapping, and selling goodies.